He's truly breathtaking.
You're breathtaking!
An E3 season without Keanu Reeves' majestic appearance. How will we go on? Why not reminisce on every other time Keanu just sorta showed up and made things better? Be it animation, gaming, or fern-based humor, no one does it like Keanu Reeves, and without the stress of a lead role. He will always be my definitely. Get it? Because it's like the title, always be my maybe. I'll just show you.
There he is!
Ali Wong's Always Be My Maybe was a massive hit. Her sharp wit, deft sarcasm, and the chemistry between Wong and co-star Randall Park is due a heck of a lot of credit, but the unexpected dash of Keanu pushed it over the edge. You see, in this rom-com, Keanu Reeves plays a primo Hollywood beta hipster version of himself. His scenes work on his ability to poke fun at himself and, reportedly, improv with the best of them. Of course, the dinner scene where everyone first meets Keanu is an instant classic, but I gotta say, his comedic timing in the apartment scene in particular comes to mind, and according to Ali Wong, most of the chaos in that scene was in fact Keanu just doing his thing. Listing off Chinese dignitaries, what's your problem, Sasha, punch in the air, all those hilarious, feral moments, all Keanu.
Look who jumped 40 school buses and landed back into my life.
Toy Story has spanned an entire generation's childhood and coming of age, so 2019's return of Woody, Buzz, and the gang to theaters with Toy Story 4 was gonna put us right in our feels, no matter what. In traditional Toy Story fashion, a new chapter introduced us to new characters, but none can boast the pop cultural impact of Duke Kaboom. Well, the impact of the retired Canadian stuntman culture anyway. Regardless of your professional niche, though, the surprisingly tender stunt motorcyclist isn't on screen for long, but has some of the most entertaining moments in the film.
Oh yeah. Huh. Huh. Yes.
He's posing.
Duke Kaboom's story about his kid Regine is one of the funniest vignettes in Toy Story history, but Keanu delivers his voice acting performance with complete sincerity. And the press tour for Toy Story 4 was a gift of Keanu Kontent and was apparently the first time Keanu heard that he was the entire internet's boyfriend. It's okay, Keanu. We're low maintenance. We swear.
Can you do the jump?
Yes, I Canada!
The comedic duo of Key and Peele blessed us with serious laughs in the 2010s with their sketch comedy, and their foray into film was no exception. Before Jordan Peele's horror success with Get Out, he co-wrote Keanu with Alex Rubens, yes, that Rubens, writer for Community and Rick and Morty, an action comedy where two friends have to save their kidnapped kitten.
God, that's the cutest cat I've ever seen in my life.
A cat named Keanu in a plot that gently mirrors John Wick's very sensitive dog situation is already the inception of Keanu references, but they went and got the man himself to voice the little kitty in a feverish trip sequence. He gives call-outs to the mantra of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and the philosophy of the Matrix, dialing up the Keanu lore within the Keanu-verse even more. It's a short cameo, but he says meow. What more could you possibly want from him?
Meow.
Zach Galifianakis' show Between Two Ferns was a critical success, a talk show mockumentary of public broadcast interviews, usually reserved for academic experts and local businessmen, but in these sketches it's with celebrities proper. This already adds a strange, satirical energy, but then Zach and his guests end up trading some less than gentle barbs.
Benefit Lumberjacks.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
In 2019, an incredibly Keanu year, the aforementioned Toy Story 4 and of course John Wick 3 Parabellum released that summer, the sketch show got a big boy, full-length movie. Boasting guests like Matthew McConaughey, Peter Dinklage, and Gal Gadot, you couldn't say the film needed a Keanu bump, but hey, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, especially if John Wick might fight you from it. Just like with Always Be My Maybe, part of the joy of the performance is the long-documented truth that Keanu is the loveliest man alive. Galifianakis references some age-old criticisms about Keanu, like the implication that he's not very smart and bad at acting.
When the truth is that you're just a man with below-average intelligence.
And Keanu gets to hit back. a taste of vindication for longtime Keanu fans, and he even talks about those vampire rumors. What a joy. When I find myself in times of trouble, Keanu Reeves comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. That's right, Keanu Reeves lending his soothing tones and comedic timing to the third film in the SpongeBob SquarePants canon, the Spongebob movie Sponge on the Run. Per writer and director Tim Hill, Keanu was always the inspiration for Sage the Sage Tumbleweed. He was thinking of Keanu as he wrote, and had even drawn Keanu into the storyboarding before the actor agreed. He also drew Snoop Dogg into the storyboarding before the rapper agreed to do the film. Tim Hill, can I see your birth chart? Tim Hill, won't you tell us the secrets of manifestation? But it's the sage advice of Sage that does it for me. Can't touch those vibes. Let's slide in here with two slightly more off-the-beaten-path entries. First up, his uncredited role as Ortiz the Dog Boy in the cult favorite Freaked from 1993. Which is basically just a scratch-up between cameo and a supporting role, with Reeves decked out in the finest prosthetics a low-budget passion project can buy to transform him into, well, a dog boy. Reeves gets an even smaller role in the controversial 2016 Nicholas Winding Refn joint, The Neon Demon, wherein he cameos opposite Elle Fanning. Good ol' Keanu becomes bad ol' Keanu as our heroine's seedy landlord, who is less than happy when a big cat gets into Fanning's squalid apartment. My favorite part is Reeves' introduction, wherein he shows up as little more than a silhouette, and then...
Relax, okay?
Dude doesn't want the cops called, just adding to his general feel of not quite trustworthy, much like most of the characters in Neon Demon.
Please welcome Keanu Reeves.
Keanu's unexpected E3 appearance alone replenished our electrolytes and clarified our scalps, but the frenzy surrounding what role exactly Keanu would play in the long-awaited digital dystopian RPG carried many of us through an otherwise very confusing pandemic holiday season, and that is why there's only one set of footprints. Many of the details regarding the game were kept hush-hush, and hey, that lack of transparency had, mixed results. But even after that E3 appearance, no one knew just how much of the game he'd be involved in.
You know you don't gotta speak out loud to talk to me. Changed my mind. Don't want you dead anymore.
I'm sure we were all immensely delighted to find out that we'd be sharing brain space with a hostile Keanu. It's as they say, better to be bullied by a mean Keanu in your mind than to have never loved Keanu at all. I think the biggest takeaway here is that Keanu is hilarious. I think a comedic Keanussaince would suit him well after he finally wraps John Wick. Trade ice baths for rom-coms, why not? Does voicing the kitten in Keanu within a weird trip sesh count as Keanu playing himself once again? How do you even prepare for that? Stanislavski did not prepare us for this thought exercise. Get me Uta Hagen on the line.